The day that I bring you a system that I use right in my business that you can duplicate. I didn't even get it right, Brad.
John, you
How many years have I been doing this?
Too many.
Jeez, apparently. Now I'm going to explain to you exactly why we do what we do and how everything goes down. I'm going to show you how to grow your business. These are the things that work in today's markets. You're going to love what we did in here. We're going to go start making some money. Here's how you do it. Hey, what's up guys? John Cochran here, and today is System Saturday, the day that I bring you a system that I use in my business that you can rip off, duplicate using your own local market. Now, guys, on today's System Saturday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to put properties under contract. So we're into a market right now where it is very, very hot. You know, the sellers are wanting over asking price and we have low inventory. So if we have low inventory to pick from, and then motivated sellers really aren't that motivated anymore because they know that they can get retail, they know that they can get higher, how do us as real estate investors get properties under contract, you know, at great prices? And that's what today's System Saturday is all about. So I'm going to take you inside, I'm going to show you how we handle these seller meetings to get them right into reality, setting them up for a low offer price. All right, so the very first thing that we do whenever we go and talk to a motivated seller is we come up to the house and we'll just go up to the door, and the very first thing we do is we tell them exactly who we are. We don't overdress, we don't do any of that stuff. We dress a little bit nicer than what we do now, just about business casual. The motivated seller will be at the door, opening up the door, then we will be right at the door. We will walk in, just introduce ourselves and whatnot, oh hi, all this and that, and then we'll just simply just cut to the chase and we'll say, so, show me around. So they'll start showing us to the property, and you know, sometimes they'll want to show you into the kitchen first, which is totally fine. So if they want to show you into the kitchen, that's fine. You go wherever they take you. Okay, that's where you go. So what you're going to do is that if the property is not vacant like this one was, is that you will go and you'll start picking out things into the house. Like, oh my gosh, my mom had that tile and we used to do that same cut. That's crazy, you know, that's awesome. So what you'll do is you'll start picking things out into the house to gain that trust, to gain that rapport. So they're gonna walk you through the house, and you just start looking at it and whatnot, and then you get done with everything. So you go through all the bedrooms and you look at everything. You just don't nitpick it, you don't do any of that stuff. What your whole goal in your seller meeting to get the seller under contract is to actually go out and just build trust with them. It's really not to necessarily go out and make an offer to them or anything. So you see the entire property, and then naturally when you see it all, you go right into the kitchen. This is where all the deals are done at. So if you start into the kitchen and then you see the rest of the house, once you get done, you're going to end into the kitchen. If you start through the rest of the house and then you end in the kitchen, you're going to stay into the kitchen. Okay, so in this particular case, normally you would go and you would just naturally go to the table, the kitchen table. Well, in this house, there's no kitchen table. There's no kitchen table. So what we had to do was go right off of the countertop. So you just have to go right into the kitchen somewhere. Now, this is very, very key, because in this market, what you have to do, and you have to do a very good job at it, is that you have to bring the seller into reality. So you got to gain trust, and then you got to bring them into reality of selling a property, because they don't know what it is. And here's exactly what we do. So we will take them to what is on this mind map, and we will show them the net sheet. Okay, so to bring them right into that reality, and we'll just give them an example. If they were selling their property at $100,000, just to make the math super, super easy for them. So seller, if you're selling your property for $100,000, the reality is this, is that you're probably not going to get, stats will show right into the MLS that you're probably not going to get asking price for your house. Typically, you will get about 6% off of your list price. Okay, 6% off of your list price. And then you have to pay a realtor. Okay, so then you'll have to pay a realtor commission, and your realtor commission is also going to be 6% off of your asking price. Okay, or whatever your price is going to be. It's going to be 6% of that. But then, so now you got to pay your 6% off of your list. You're going to get that for it. Now you're going to have to pay your 6% of your realtor commission. But then you're going to have closing costs as well, motivated seller. You're going to have closing costs as well whenever you sell this, and it's going to be about 5% of the sales price as well. They never know any of that stuff. They think that if they're going to get $100,000 for this house, they're going to walk away with $100,000. It doesn't work like that. Okay. So they have to pay for their closing costs. There's also a post-inspection expense. So whenever you put this property under contract, what are you going to need done in the post-inspection? So when I bring my inspector through this house and things need done like this, things need done like this is a hazard with this, you got to get stuff like, they got to account for stuff like that when it comes up into the inspections. And we always tell them, which is it's really honestly true, it's about 1% of the sales price is what they're going to have to pay at the post-inspections. And then just from miscellaneous expenses that they didn't even think that they were going to have to do or whatnot, it's about 3% of the sales price. So at the end of the day, the reality, motivated seller, of selling a property is you're going to end up taking about 21% off of the list price. So in the same scenario, if you have a property for $100,000 and you take 21% off of that, you're going to walk away with $79,000. And oh, by the way, it's going to take you 5 months in order to do that. Now, where did I pull that 5-month number from? So what we do is we pull right into the MLS and we just find out what the average is selling on the entire market. How many days is it selling? And it will typically be right around 5 months. It's not going to be in 3 days. Your entire market is not going to sell in 3 days. I guarantee you that, even in a hot market. So that is what the numbers are. So what we'll do is we will give them this net sheet to show them the reality of selling a property. And they never understand this. And then what we naturally do, and something that we do very, very differently, is that then this is where everybody just gives them their offer price. This is when all the investors are giving them their offer price. So we'll go through this net sheet, and then we're sitting at the kitchen counter, and the motivated seller is waiting for our offer price. They're waiting for us to throw out that low offer, and we never do it. We just stop. We stop the meeting and we just close the meeting down, and then we just, not awkward, we don't be awkward about it, we just stop the meeting, we give them that pattern interrupt, because we just ran them over with the truck. We just ran them over with the truck. They thought that if they're going to be asking $100,000, that they're going to be getting $100,000, and that is not reality. So we showed them the reality of selling a property to show them that they are going to have to take way less for their property, run them over with that truck, show them the reality, and then you stop the meeting, let that sink in with them, and then what you do is you follow up, because now they're prepared, now they understand. Then that's when you show them, you give them your offer price, and that's when you start the negotiation. So guys, I don't care what market you're in. It's a hot market, and I know that it's a hot market. We're in a very, very hot market here in Ohio as well, to where motivated sellers, there's very low inventory right now, and then they know and they think that they can get over asking price, and they can, for all their properties. So you just got to bring them into reality. So guys, I challenge you. There's so many different things that we do into this market to bring motivated sellers down and back into reality, but I challenge you to go and implement that strategy immediately, because you will see that you will start putting more properties under contract. Motivated sellers will start looking at you differently because you give them that pattern interrupt, and you just totally do something that they're not expecting. So guys, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment on the video below, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you on the next System Saturday.